Hari Om, my dear Balakrishnas and Vivekanandas. My pranams to you, to the Atma Jyoti, the divine light of the self within all of us. So, how are you all enjoying these sessions? I'm enjoying myself definitely. And today I have another beautiful story to tell you. So, let us see what that is. So, today's story is called Take a Chill Pill. Do you know the meaning of this phrase, take a chill pill? It means be cool, don't get angry, just be cool, don't get provoked. Okay, so this is module 1 and course 3 and lesson number 5. Take a chill pill. Let's see what it holds for us. Okay, now I have a question for you. If your best friend calls you stupid for some reason, how do you react? Let us have some options here. Okay, you might sulk, you might sulk and you will not talk to your friend for days. Okay, and or you might get very sad. Oh no, why did my best friend call me stupid? Or you might get angry. You'll go to a corner of the room and shout, no, no, hold it. And then, or you might have a little fight with your friend also, no? You are stupid. I am not stupid. You are the one who is stupid. Huh? We all do such things, no? Or you might stop talking to that friend for some time. Or there's one more option, you know that it is, so what? Okay, so you call me stupid. Okay, fine, no problem. So today's story, this is good, no? Instead of getting angry or sad or irritated or, having a quarrel with your friend, is it not nice to say, okay, so what? Huh? So today's story is how to go from what to so what. Okay. So what we'll do now is again talk about the Gautama Buddha. You all know Gautama Buddha, no? Siddhartha Gautama, he was called the Buddha. And look at his face, always calm. He is not the kind who will get mad at somebody, and stop talking to people, isn't it? So we have to learn this quality of going from what to so what from Buddha, right? So this Buddha, he was an enlightened sage. Enlightened means he was a gnani. He was a very knowledgeable. He was a gnani. So he used to spread his wisdom to everybody. He used to travel from village to village, town to town, all across the country of India and also borders of India. He had gone Nepal and all, and then he used to spread his Tibet, yeah, and he used to spread his knowledge. So among his disciples, there were thousands of people who would come and listen to him. And among them, not only were monks but also household people. See, people sitting on the other side, they're all householders. They were not monks, so they all also would come and listen to him. So one day, one such householder, he came and started abusing the Buddha. In front of everybody, when a seminar was going on, that person came and called him all sorts of names, and he said, "You are a fraud, and you have taken away my son from me." The problem with this person was his son would, when Buddha used to visit his village, that this man's son would come and listen to Buddha all day long and sit there in his ashram and not go back home. So, like any parent, this man was upset with Buddha, not with the son. He was upset with Buddha because he thought Buddha was corrupting his son and telling him on all sorts of nonsense and making him forget his own home. So, but that is so bad, no? In front of everybody, somebody comes and starts insulting you. You will get mad, isn't it? But not Buddha. Buddha did not get mad. He just kept quiet. He went on, he just allowed that man to go on abusing him, rant, blah, blah, blah. That man went on scolding, and the Buddha just kept quiet. So, looking at this, Buddha had a closest disciple. His name was Ananda. So, this Ananda, he requested Buddha to tell him the secret of his calmness. He said, "How could you keep calm when you were insulted like that in front of everybody, my lord?" he asked. So, for this, Buddha gave a very beautiful answer. He said, "Look, Ananda, if somebody gives you a gift, what do? You have a choice. Either you receive it and say thank you, or you don't receive it. So, what happens when you don't receive the gift?" he asked. So, Ananda said, "My lord, if I don't receive the gift, it will stay with the person who gave it to me." So Buddha said, "Exactly, that's what you should do. When somebody hands you a gift of insults, don't receive the gift. If you don't receive the gift, it will stay with the person who gave it to you. Same thing. Refuse to receive the gift of insults. Okay, that was the teaching of the Buddha, and that is how he managed to remain. He would remain calm under all sorts of provocations from everybody. So another example of Buddha's calmness. Once again when he was going around in some village, suddenly one person ran behind him and wanted to hit him. So this everybody around the Buddha was looking at this strange thing, that some stranger is coming and hitting this poor monk. But Buddha, as usual, was unperturbed. He did not react. He said, he just went on, going on his walk, and the man, he saw that the Buddha is not provoked, and he just quietly went away. So again, when Ananda asked him, how could you remain calm and under this circumstance, the Buddha said, look, Ananda, when you are going on a walk and suddenly under a tree when you're passing by and a branch falls upon you, is it the branch's fault that it fell upon your head? Ananda said, no, it was an accident. So Buddha says it is exactly like that. Insults from strangers are like the branch of a tree falling on you by accident. So they don't mean it, or they don't know what they're doing. You just happen to be passing by and they catch hold of you and insult you. That is what the Buddha said. So isn't that a simply wonderful attitude to have? Just ignore, or don't react to insults from strangers, because it's like a stupid branch of a tree which by accident hits on you. That was what the Buddha's message was. So this quality or is called as equanimity or samadhana in Sanskrit. Equanimity or samadhana. How to be always calm, peaceful, So what is samadhana? Samadhana is not to react immediately to anything. So that is a habit we have made with ourselves. No, if somebody says something, we immediately, whether good, bad, whatever it is, immediately we have to say something. Especially now with the social media and all, on FB, fail or WhatsApp, immediately we take the phone and reply. Tak, 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 tak. So not to react immediately, give it some time is a samadhana, and not to carry grudges. See, if somebody, like how we began the story, if your friend calls you stupid, okay, so carrying a grudge means not forgetting at all that this so and so friend, even after you make up, and then you became friends again, but you still remember that day when so and so called you stupid. That is carrying a grudge. That is also not samadhana. So you should not carry a grudge. You should just forgive and forget there and then. And samadhana also is to be pleasant all the time, not to become angry unnecessarily, not to become sad unnecessarily. If there is a reason, yes, of course, but just on and on you become reactive and become unpleasant. That is not samadhana. To be pleasant is samadhana, and to be peaceful. So if you do all this, if you do not react immediately, and if you don't carry grudges, and if you're pleasant all the time, you will be peaceful. And if you are peaceful, people around you will be peaceful, isn't it? So the same message was given by Swami Vivekananda also. He said, when someone is rude, keep a smile on your face. When you keep your joy, you take away their power. See, just read this again and think about it. When someone is rude to you, if you keep on smiling, what will they do? They'll get irritated and they'll just shut up and walk away, isn't it? So when you react, you're giving them more power to insult you more and more, and it'll become more and more. But when you just keep calm and you keep the joy in your heart, you take away their power. This is what Swami Vivekananda is saying. When someone is rude, keep a smile on your face. Just be calm. And when you keep calm, when you have a smile on your face, automatically you will become calm and you will not react. And that whole situation will not blow up out of hand. That is the quality of samadhana. So, what happens through the day? We come across so many things that irritate us, no, and make us feel angry. Yes or no? They make us feel angry, bad, and sad. Many things, like what? Like, don't forget the traffic jam when you're going with your parents. And if there's a traffic jam, and how all the cars start honking, no, come on, move it. Why is it so slow? Blah blah blah. We tend to get angry in this situation. So this is a very common irritant for us through the day. Or your big brother or big sister bullies you. They love bullying. Elders love bullying younger siblings. And when your friends, ignore you or talk behind your back, or you have a quarrel with your neighbor for silly things. For silly things, sometimes we get into a quarrel with neighbors. Or again, like friends are the most irritate. They can be very irritating. Simply they will go on nagging us and making fun of us and all that. So when all this is all just for fun, but it can make us very angry sometimes. So through the day, when we come across so many things that irritate us and make us feel angry, what should we do? We remember the Buddha's message, which is samadhana. Don't react immediately, don't carry a grudge. And what Vivekananda says, keep the joy in your heart and smile. So let's take a chill pill. Let's take a chill pill. This is the story of today. I'm sure you've all got the message. And when you answer the quiz, we will know how much we have all understood from this beautiful story of the Buddha. Okay. So until next time, take care and remember the story and meditate on this message of the story.